This is our presentation for our Stock Trak project. We are Team 15, and our names are Alena, Jose, and Salvador.
We are going to begin with a little overview of what Stock Trak is. It is a stock market simulation which involves buying and selling financial securities, which consists of domestic stocks, international stocks, options, bonds, and mutual funds. Each team consists of 3 group members, and each team is given $100,000 to invest in. They are also given 12 weeks to invest in the market. The goal for each team is to gain experience and to increase team's profit.
Our team decided to be conservative in our investment. We chose this philosophy because we each had such little experience in the investing industry. Having never made any type of investment before, we felt that it would be best to start out investing in more safe and familiar stocks. We figured that once we got the hang of it, we would be able to make some bigger, riskier investments towards the end of the project. Our team knew that if we invested a majority of our money into one stock market like technology, we would have had a higher chance of having a risky portfolio. We felt that we had a higher chance of being stable with having different stocks in different sectors of the market. If one stock were to fluctuate, the rest would have no effect in regards of the fluctuation. As a group, we agreed on logging in to see the progress of our stocks 2 to 3 times a week to see if there was any negative or positive fluctuation amongst the stocks. Also, as a team, we decided to use CNN Money or Yahoo Finance to research any news or updates that could affect the pricing of our stocks. For our Stock Trak project, our professor assigned us to choose different stocks from different sectors. We were told to have diversity between our stocks and to go for the ones we may not have heard about. We felt that having a mixture of popular stocks and unfamiliar stocks would be an interesting and educational experience.
The first stock that we purchased was Apple. Apple designs, manufactures, and markets a variety of electronics such as the iPhone, the iPad, the Mac, and Apple Watch. The stock has a beta of 1.7, which is pretty high, and an earnings per share of 1.92. We first purchased 5 shares for 102.63, then eventually bought 100 shares. The reason why we bought 100 shares was that we felt that the stock was going to increase since the new iPhone was going to be released. While doing our research in the technology sector, Sienna Corporation stood out. It was amongst the top 5 stocks in the technology sector. The company provides equipment, software, and services in communication networks worldwide. It has a beta of 1.6 and a price earnings of 164.24. We bought 50 stocks for $17.13, and we realized that we lost roughly $1 a week later, so we sold half of it for $16.83 and the rest for $18.58 approximately a week after. Another stock that we purchased was Pepsi, which is in the consumer goods industry. We bought it for $100.32 and sold it for $101.83. We really didn't see much of an impact with this stock since it did have a beta of 0.68 and an earnings per share of 3.67. Since it was really stable, our group decided to sell it 2 weeks later after we purchased it and invest that money into different stocks, which one of them was Eli May. The company provides software solutions and services for the mortgage industry in the US. It has a beta and an earnings per share of 0.72, and we've roughly purchased 30 stocks for $82.85 and later sold it for $89. It was actually one of the top performing stocks that we had for this simulation.
Salvador Pharmaceuticals is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company that develops therapies to treat cancer. We bought 50 shares for $11.80 and sold them on the week of the simulation for $15.67. We bought this stock multiple times, and almost every time we made a slight profit. Even though it had a beta of 8.23, we felt that it would be a good investment for our group and to take chances since the simulation was coming to an end. Ford was another one of the stocks first purchased. This stock had a beta of 1.3, EPS of 1.84. Once again, we started by purchasing 5 stocks for the amount of $13.54. From there, we started purchasing a few more, and for some time, we were holding about 250 stocks from it. We sold stocks every here and there to make up from the lost profits from other stocks that were not doing so great. One of the more popular stocks that we purchased was Yahoo. This stock was purchased because Dr. Shiroki was talking about the good things that were to come to this company. He mentioned that it would be a great idea to invest in it. We took good note of this when he mentioned it and started purchasing the stock. It had a beta of 2.6, EPS of 4.64. The first time we purchased 50 shares for $33.69. Then again, we purchased another 150 shares. Then we heard a few classmates talking about the Tesla stock. We thought that this was, again, a great idea and it would be great to invest in. We think that we also made a great decision by purchasing this stock, which had a beta of 1.09, EPS of negative 6.93. We only purchased 100 stocks for the amount of $239.30, and we sold those 100 stocks for $248.11. From this stock, we almost made $2,000 in profits. Best Buy is a popular multinational corporation dedicated to the consumer electronics. The stock had a beta of 0.85, EPS of 2.56. At first, we only purchased 50 shares for $32.19 and sold them about 2 weeks later. The shares were sold for $32.87. We made a profit from it, not big, but there was a profit. Johnson & Johnson was perhaps the funniest purchase we made. We bought this stock for $108.47 with a beta of 0.79, and the funny part about it was that we bought one share. Definitely not our smartest move, but it was a move made during a rushed moment. We also never sold the stock by the end date of the project, so of course this purchase is considered a mistake. It was all a part of a learning process, and we understand that. A few other stocks that we purchased included Cipher Pharmaceuticals, Wynn Resorts, and Tetraphase Pharmaceuticals Inc., and these stocks are all recorded in our report.
Overall, as a group, we learned that investing isn't easy, and also we had a difficult time with time management since each group member had different school and work schedules. We also found out there are different philosophies when investing in stocks. We chose the safest route and chose to be conservative. Stock Trak was fun, challenging, and very educational. It was a fun experience. Although it isn't exactly our forte, it is still a nice skill to have learned.